Hello everyone, this is AG47 Liberty, and today I'm going to talk to you about the dummies in Davos. That's right, the goings-ons in Davos. Who are these people? These are supposedly the financial, economic, and governmental leaders and industrial leaders of the world. The elites, they like to call themselves. And they all get together and party on our dime. That's right. Because remember, they all went broke. So they went begging to their prospective governments, and they got bailed out with our tax dollars or just by the printing press. So these dummies from Davos, what have they done for us? What do these great minds have done for us throughout the years? What has this great group of elite, what have they done? Why should they be rewarded with such great parties? Well, for the first thing, they've established an entire economy based on counterfeit money. That's right. On paper money can be printed up out of thin air. So they've replaced honest money, silver and gold, and they've given us counterfeit money or counterfeit currency called paper. So what is this fraudulent currency, fraudulent money? What has it done for us? Well, it's given us a stock market bubble that promptly crashed. It's given us a housing bubble that's promptly crashed. Right, this is all this stuff is built on fraud, so of course it's going to crash. The last thing everyone's talking about is the bond bubble. That's right, where the bonds are in a bubble. Interest rates are at near zero. That means they can't go any lower. So the only place for the bonds to go is up. Interest rates up. So that's the last bubble that's going to pop. And what else have they given us? Oh, they rigged the interest rates. That's right. These people, these great wizards of finance, cheated and rigged interest rates. Beautiful. I believe that's called fraud. They're suppressing the price of gold and silver with their fake currency because you couldn't do it any other way. There's no other way you could do it. You have to be able to get an unlimited source of funds from somewhere in order to suppress the price of these precious metals. Don't worry, that will break too. Because of all this suppression and because of this fraudulent money and because of their fraudulent actions, they've given us high unemployment as a result. They've given us high taxes and high regulations. They've deindustrialized us. They've taken the greatest industrial nations on earth, paid those industries to go abroad, and now there aren't any jobs. And because of the high taxes and regulations, you can't start another job. You can't start a new business. They will prevent you from starting one. They've given us a substandard education. At least here in the U.S., we used to be in the top in everything. We used to be at the top in everything, in all aspects of education. Now, since they established the Department of Education, the government took control to make us, give us a more consistent education, we're now at the bottom. Yes, they've given us a more consistent education, more standard, at the bottom. They've given us unending wars. We've wasted treasure and lives on these wars, on senseless wars in Iraq and Afghanistan and Libya and now Syria, and they want to pick a war with Iran. I'm sure wherever. Notice these people, they don't really have the ability to fight back. So we're just one big bully. Because of these wars and substandard education and deindustrialization and high taxation and regulation and fraudulent money, poverty has increased, not decreased. And because of increased poverty, there's now greater dependency upon the government. And because of this increased poverty, the middle class has been whacked. And they proclaim about wanting to preserve the middle class, to increase the middle class. But that's just talk. In reality, the middle class has been shrinking. And why do you think they want to shrink? Actions tell the truth. Why do you think they want to shrink the middle class? Because the middle class is a symbol of independence, of freedom and liberty. Because the people in the middle class have pulled themselves up by their own bootstraps. They know how to produce wealth. They know how to produce. That scares the crap out of these people. These people want others to be dependent upon them. It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel, these are people, these are psychotic people. These are dummies. So, this is why I call Davos the meeting of the dummies. The Davos dummies. And they should not be rewarded. They should be sneered. They should not be revered. They should be sneered. Alright. So that's my thought on these Davos idiots. Any comments, please leave them. And remember my slogan. Believe it. Trust in God. Everyone else pays in silver.